I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and there's no God beside them. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for being faithful witnesses to the Holy Spirit, and salutations to the elect whom the Most High have given ears to hear. And as you see, we are nearing the end. We are nearing the end. And as Yahweh Shai told the disciples, things that they should look for, the first thing he told them was that take heed. Take heed for the deception. In so many words, this is Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And there's a lot of deception going on. One being is this Hebrew Defense Unit. You see the elder brothers going into it, and it's nothing new. It's nothing new. However, as the scriptures tell us, that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. The timing, I find it very peculiar. As you had DJ, all right, the former president of the U.S., he said, he put out a decree to all those that rock with him. He said that we will not stand for this new variant, but we're going to go to war. And I find it very interesting that right around the same time he says that, you have a so-called Hebrew Defense Unit. Now, it's very important that you watch at this time also what these other camps are doing. As well, I'm not even gonna get into that, but it's very important that you watch what these other camps are doing. All right? It's very important that you watch your surroundings. It's very important that, you be on point at camp. All right? Because this devil is he's losing the information war, so he has to ramp it up. We already know that Judas Iscariot, which is basically an agent for Satan, and it was a time to where he would come out and deceive Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai already told us that the servants are not greater than his master. So this is things that we have to look forward to. All right, and through the Spirit, I've been thinking about this precept for a few days now. And this is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right. Let's go to jump down to verse 5. I'll read through actually the points in 5. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And through the Spirit, because I wanted to do a lesson specifically on this precept, a time to refrain from embracing. But I just kind of had to weigh a few things out in the Spirit. But I believe now this is why the Lord has had that precept weighing so heavily on me. All right, weighing the time to refrain from embracing. All right, of course, embrace the inner circle, the brotherhood. But we gotta understand as scriptures say, measure thou the time diligently in itself. All right, and when we measure thou the time diligently in itself, we see that it's not good times coming to this place. All right, you see people already getting sick. You know what I'm saying? There's supposedly something supposed to go down on October 4th. All right, so it's a lot of turmoil that's about to happen. All right, and in the midst thereof, like we read in the book of 2nd Ezra, this devil is going to come down upon us. Right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verses 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idol. This is going to happen in the midst of martial law. All right, just as they fed you with, that cracks a nation, and you thought you had to take it. All right, which a lot of people woke up to the BS, and a lot of people's not going to be with it now. So this devil's going to have to come down with his martial law and with great wrath, and they shall take away. Where were we? Salakia. And they that consent to them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. All right, a lot of people is dropping dead. So a lot of people is not going to be with it. However, there's going to be some people that is with it, and the men of the Lord aren't. All right. So in a lot of different aspects, you can see what's coming down the pipe for us, to our so-called loved ones. All right. So-called brethren. All right. He's going to come out. It's going to come out and reveal themselves. Right? This is why the brotherhood has to be tighter than ever in these times. You know? Of course, prayer is needed. All right? For Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to allow contentions to cease. All right? It's like if I'm all over the place. But the point being, again, is it's a time, we in a time to refrain from embracing. All right? A time of deceit. And if there's a time of deceit, all right, is a time to refrain from embracing. All right? And while we have these platforms, this YouTube platform, let's get on this dude's ass. Whatever his name, HebrewDefenseUnit. All right? Talking about this is how you use a gun. This thing of ours is spiritual. We always say that. Throughout the years, you had the NFC crew. You had all these guys, the ISUPK, which they claim themselves not to be affiliated with anybody else, but to the carnal or the naked eye, they're known as a Black Hebrew Israelite. All right? We're all, in the same light according to this world. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So again, I brought this out to prove that no matter what type of turmoil or how much this devil got on his plate, he's going to come after us. Right? And as we see, you got ninjas adding fuel to the fire. Right? We've been saying time and time again that this is not, our warfare is not carnal. Let me grab that. And we will continue to bring out these precepts, all right, telling the true believers, what this thing of ours is all about. Right? As a matter of fact, brother brought this out in camp the other day. Lord willing, I can find it again. All right? Because the scriptures say how the elect shall be gathered through the word. I don't I don't know what these guys is on, but let me see. How the elect shall be gathered from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One. It says something like that. Let's see, Baruch. Okay. Yes, sir. Baruch 4:37. All right, 4:36. O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from God. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of God. All right. This word. Let me grab another one. Psalms chapter 60. Verse 4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. All right. Essentially, the banner or the sign is the men out there in the highways and hedges. All right. Like Yahushua said, you shall not receive no sign but the prophet Jonas. All right. That it may be displayed because of the truth. So we'll read that again. The true worshiper is going to be out there on the highways and hedges. All right. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth, that thy beloved may be delivered, save with thy right hand and hear me. So through that banner, through the men going out there in the highways and hedges, that's what's going to call Yahushua back. All right. Throughout our spiritual cries, that's what's going to call Yahushua back. Yahushua said, I will destroy them with the spirit of my mouth, then by the brightness of my coming. All right. He said, wait ye upon me till I rise up to the prey. Back at 2 Corinthians 10:1. Now I, Paul myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Yahushua, who in presence and base among you, but being absent and bold toward you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, or if I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. All right. So, though brothers may speak with passion, sometimes may even use curse words. All right. You can't take that as if, or for you new listeners, you shouldn't take that as if, we looking to put hands on anybody. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Carnal meaning of the flesh. All right. That's Esau's a blessing. As a matter of fact, this devil Biden, if I could find that real quick, he said something. He said, if you think that you're gonna come against us, let me see. Yeah, basically he says, he says Americans need F-15s, not AR-15s, if they want to take on the government. Right? For all those gun toters. President Joe Biden made a strange new argument for a ban on certain styles of rifles, claiming that Americans would need more than guns if they want to take on a federal government. All right? Esau is not playing. You think your little AR or your, your rifle, or your whatever type gun you have is going to stand against this devil's military, you know, you got to understand America's military is very strong. This is the main exception for the Second Amendment protections came from the, all right. Yeah, we ain't going to go into all that, but basically this is, yeah, as it says, AR-15s won't help American citizens overthrow the federal government. All right. The carnal man is death. All right. We're going to see how long that lasts you. All right. For the weapons of our warfare, not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushua. All right. So with that, salutations to the elect.